A lot of young people out there are struggling on what to do, how to make money, and you don't have a mobile phone. Is it laziness that's not making you start something, or you do not just know what to do?
So I actually just woke up and yeah, I want to get ready. Guys, my alarm blasted my ear off. But that was actually really, really funny and crazy. But yeah, so I want to brush right now. And I'm really excited about today because guys, today we're talking about content creation. One of my favorite things in this whole wild world, okay? So you guys should get ready. So we'll be doing the theory part of content creation and the practical part because today is actually my content day and I'll be going outside, like students going to the field or going to the lab to test what they've been taught. So we're going to be doing theory. I'll talk to you guys about everything and we'll do practicals. I've not even told you guys that I'm shooting 3 content today. So this is one of the outfit I'll be wearing for one of the content I'm shooting. And this is for like a hair brand. I'm going to show you guys soon. Like I ordered this bikini to wear. My makeup artist actually just arrived. I'm about to start the makeup. So while we're doing the makeup, I'll still continue. So let's get started. How to become a content creator, like a successful one at that. I'm going to start with the 3 main points. And then I have like some subtopics. They're not like the first 3 things that I'm going to say you should do if you want to become a content creator. And my first point today is going to be pick a niche. Okay, I'm sure people are always talking about pick a niche, depending on how you pronounce it. I pronounce it as niche, some people pronounce it as niche. Picking a niche just helps you, it gives you a direction to what you want to do. If you're starting up, it's not bad to test waters, to know what really works for you, what you really want to do. Do you get? But on the other hand too, whatever you're passionate about is what you should do. Because one thing I tell people, like right from inception, even before I started like talking about the things I do, like for example, making this video, teaching you guys how to become a content creator and practically doing it because this is a content day in my life and I'm showing you how to become a content creator. So, you know, to start with, if you're passionate about something, your job or whatever it is that you do, it actually makes it very, very easy for you to just, you know, work easily. It doesn't feel like you're working. It feels like you're having fun, like it's your hobby, it's what you love to do. So when you're picking a niche, guys, you have to pick something that you're really, really intentional about, something that you love, something that means so much to you. For example, mine is fashion. I love fashion. I'm crazy about fashion. Right from inception, people around me know that I love fashion. So when I wanted to start content, there was nothing else, anywhere else for me rather than in the fashion line. So I started fashion. So whenever you're picking a niche, remember to always pick a niche that is something that you love to do. So it makes everything really easy for you. Picking a niche actually helps you to know the direction of the target audience that you're going to have. Because in everything you do, you need a target audience. Some people are actually the ones that will be consuming your content, that the ones that will be listening to what you have to say or maybe watching your content and all of that. And it's very important that you're relatable to them. So this is actually really, really important. And another thing I'm going to talk about in this particular part is being unique. I have a series planned out in my head I want to start very soon on this channel. And I've had this idea for over 3 years. Guys, a few days ago, I ran into somebody doing something very close to what I want to do soon. What does that mean? It means that there's nothing new under the sun. Before you think of something, somebody else has thought of it. But your uniqueness matters a lot. It makes you stand out from others while you're doing your own stuff and all of that. Like, it's very, very important for you to be unique. Everything is intertwined, right? Because audience that are going to consume your content are the people that love the kind of content that you drop, which are your target audience. And the content you're putting out is your passion, is what you're passionate about. So you're always happy, you have that enthusiasm to create content and all of that. And another thing that comes with picking a niche is that when you pick a niche around something that is easy for you, something that you really love to do, it makes the work easy such that when you're working, it feels like an hobby. When you're creating your content, it feels so easy. Even when you have to like go through a lot of stress and everything, you're still able to like do what you have to do regardless of anything that is happening. Like, isn't that cool? And this brings us to commitment. You have to be committed. So when you're passionate about what you're doing and you've already started it and it makes you really happy and everything, then it's easy for you to be committed to it. Because whatever content you want to do, whatever thing you want to do, you have to be committed. Once you're committed, it makes the work easier, it brings the drive that you need to become that content creator that you want to be. Next point that I think is like the most important point, because even when you find a niche, you can fall out, but you have to be consistent. Like, consistency is key. I mean, we all say this all the time, we hear this all the time, that consistency is key. Consistency is actually really key, because if you're not consistent with something, you just fall out, you don't keep doing what you're supposed to keep doing, right? So one thing about consistency is, if you really want to be consistent, the first thing I think you need to do that works for me actually is being organized and planning ahead. So if you're organized, like, you can put things together. Oh, I want to do this content. You've gone to look for maybe the location you use. You already know the kind of content you're going to do. You already know the day you're going to do your content. Probably you've booked your vendors. You've done, when you plan things ahead, it makes things very easy. For example, I want to shoot a content today. Oh, I know I have to book a photographer. I know I have to book a makeup artist. I know all the things I'm supposed to do. I know I'm supposed to wake up early so that I can meet up with everything I have to do and, mobilize the people that I have to mobilize to do what they have to do for me. So if I'm not able to put everything together, it doesn't just add up to make me even want to work. And no matter what we do, guys, in life, setting a very good working condition for oneself is very important. Because when, for example, now you want to be consistent, but you don't have all the things that you need to be consistent. Sorry, guys. Okay, you don't have things put together, things put in place that works for you. How will you be consistent? The whole work will be really, really hard for you. The best thing you need to do is, when you want to start, first of all, give yourself like a time frame. Challenge yourself that, okay, I want to, for example, what I did was, I told myself that, by the way, YouTube is one of the hardest social media platforms to build, but it pays off at the end of the day. So when I wanted to start my YouTube channel, I challenged myself that, okay, Modella, I want to put out one content per week. Every week, a content, every week. Because when the algorithm sees how consistent you are, they can then help you push your content forward. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys. So it just makes everything easy. So I'm going to go into the channels and like the platform you want to use. But just tell yourself that, okay, for the next 3 months, I want to drop 2 reels on Instagram every week. If you challenge yourself, it makes you consistent. You constantly remind yourself that this is what I want to do. I love this job and I want to put out great content. These days, it feels as if though, whenever you say something, you just see it online. For example, I might say, I'm looking for where to get a dress. You start seeing clothing store. It feels as if you're speaking into the computer. I don't know, I cannot be the only one experiencing this. When you're having conversation with your friends or people around, like, about things you're looking for, you begin to see them on your TL. So that means, if you have a particular niche that you're creating and you keep putting out your content in that niche, people that are searching for what you do, the internet will definitely bring it to them. You don't need to stress, you don't need to like overly look for your target audience. They come to you at some point if you give them value. We're still going to go back to value. It's like the third point. Whilst I'm talking about consistency, I want to dive into the algorithm, not really algorithm, but the social media platforms you want to use. For example, you have to pick, do you want to be consistent on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube? Where exactly do you want people to see you? What kind of content can you do? Can you sit down and talk for so long? Do you want short form content like the Gen Z style? That's like the TikTok vibe. Do you want reels? Instagram is actually really easy for business owners and everything. What exactly do you want? Then you're able to choose a social media platform that fits with your style. And then we all have to know that becoming a content creator, when you're just starting, it comes with a whole lot. I mean, you can just stay there and learn how to edit, learn how to do a few things yourself, because you cannot pay people for everything. There are some things you have to do by yourself. You get? And another good thing that I think helps is like knowing your SEO. Knowing your SEO is actually really, really important. Like, I mean, I'm not going like deep down, but when you know how your audience work or when they're active and everything. For example, now check your insights, you know when your audience are available to like engage on your post, and that's when you should post. All of these things are actually things that are very, very important. You plan out your content, you've done your content, you still need people to like view those contents. After the whole like picking of niche, after the whole consistency, then you need to like put in like extra work. So the next point I'm going to talk about is give value. Like, you have to give people value for their time. And before we talk about this, guys, I want to change into the outfit I'll be wearing for my first shoot of today. And this hair is actually one of the brands I'm shooting for. And this hair is so pretty. I mean, look at that beauty. So let me change into the first outfit I'll be wearing to shoot this hair. And I'll talk to you guys in a bit. So I'll be wearing this bikini. And I actually really love this bikini because it's so cute. Okay, let's go get dressed, guys. Point is, provide value, give value. So one thing that I always like tell people around me is that most of the time people have 1,000,001 other problems to face in their real life and everything. And when they're on social media, is it that they want to learn something? Is it that they want to be entertained? That's why we see that these days, all the people in the comedy industry, they keep buying cars, they're buying houses. Because I mean, people are watching their content, people love their content because they make them smile, they make them happy, and they just eat the content, all of it, you know. So if you're giving value, like if you're valuable enough for people, they'll follow you, they'll subscribe to you, they would like you. And if they're not subscribing, hey sis, hey my love, hold on, like, and keep pushing. So sometimes the algorithm doesn't favor everybody, honestly. For example, personally, right now I'm still trying to beg YouTube to let the YouTube algorithm favor me. Like, I mean, some other people are in like the good side of YouTube algorithm. Instagram messes up. Sometimes Instagram is like the best ever.
The algorithm can be really funny sometimes. Don't just let it get to you. So when you're starting, pay a lot of attention to the value you can give. Then the more you keep doing this, all of this brand you want, they'll see you and they'll reach out to you. So one thing that is very important is start with whatever you have. When you think your phone is cracked, whatever, clean your camera properly and start. Another thing I'll tell you to do is build a portfolio. When you're building a portfolio, that's like your personal content, things that you're putting out there for people to see, so that they see what you can do, they see the value you can add to their brand, and they reach out to you. And guys, improve your skills in editing. I mean, you cannot always pay people to do everything for you all the times. Sometimes you can create your content indoors. A lot of times I create my reels from home without content that people would look at and they'll feel like, oh, it was a professional that created and edited this content. And it's not bad at all to have a content partner. I mean, if you don't want to book, you know, earlier I told you guys that you can book your vendors ahead. If you feel like it's so expensive to always book vendors, you can have a content partner that is as well in your content line, or is very good with cinematography or taking pictures. It makes the work easier. So guys, I hope you've learned one thing or the other. And then if you guys want me to recommend the apps that I use to edit, tell me down in the comment section. I'll do that in no particular order. Every step I've given you on this video out in your content creation life, and come give me your review. I mean, challenge yourself, give yourself a few months or thereabouts. And guys, I'm not saying that everything is gonna go smoothly, but hold on to what you believe in and keep pushing. And guys, newsflash, my car broke down after this shoot. It was crazy, but regardless, we move. Bye guys.